Hell's Pit. Internet, it's time for RJ3K Podcast. That was a little musical number. We passed the value on to the customer. You don't have to pay for that. It's like...
That's royalty free if you want to use it, go for it.
It's like having an iTunes gift card that is infinite. You could just illegally download anything forever, but on iTunes you could have a infinite gift card available at Macy's.
Let's skip through the bullshit. You want to do introductions or what?
Yeah, I mean, I keep forgetting that this is the first one that our multitude of multiracial listeners will be ingesting. I see you at work. It's a bad job. It's retail. You might be working some ugly overnight shift. You're a freight manager. You're bored, you got long hours in the office, staring down at the rail yard, but you know what you got in your ear? You got RJ3K. We're taking you on a ride, the ride of your fucking lifetime. Oh shit, we're cursing on this one. This is a cussing zone. If you're a no cuss kind of guy or girl, like popular MMOs fans,
we're a couple cuss kids.
Get out. We're custard boys. I'm trying to keep this right. Because, you know, the last channel, cat's out of the bag. The last channel, we had the ship.
We had some name dispute.
The ship, we had that, but
the ship was not right.
We ran that ship basically on LSD, meth, alcohol-ish, Mountain Dew, Kickstart, everything. We were careening off the rails. It was madness. But today, at RJ3K, we're doing it for the man. We're getting paid for this. We got to do it right. Welcome.
We need a little more consistency, which is what the last one lacked.
This is not going to be much better.
Well, that's good.
But I don't care if I'm meandering. I like meandering.
What I mean is consistency of quality.
Consistency?
Which doesn't mean anything, actually.
Story of My Life by Blink-182. Check out the comeback album, Black Bottom Girls. Those are girls who've been sitting in soot for a long time. See, okay. Part of listening to this podcast and following this channel's videos in general is, let's say you're the jaded individual.
Oh.
You've been watching every type of comedy for years. You're tired, you're weary, but you finally found this thing where the comedy is so surreal, so directionless, so out of control. We're not going to say we're unique. We're not Zooey Deschanel.
Oh, here we go.
She's attractive, but I wouldn't. No, she's a nut. But like Rack and Willie says, rack ball. Moving on. Okay, this whiny voice you hear, I'm by the nick. It's really a nickname, but it works for this. I'm Jay. I hate it, but who is that on the other side?
All right,
on the other side of the
couple words in here.
Basement.
You could call me a multitude of things. You could call me Slip. Call me Jimmy.
Dip.
Slip and Jimmy from the Best Breaks All.
By the way, fuck that show.
I didn't care for it.
You watched it?
Did you watch all of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Chris, by the way.
There we
watched
go.
All of it.
Adidas man, #1 customer, keeping them in business. They got a warehouse.
They do. Yep.
Not for long with this guy around.
Let's get to it. Better break bad.
It's just not good. It's just like Vince Gilligan said he thinks that this is his greatest work.
That's
he
horrible.
was an artist. Then the success went to his head. Comes to this show trying to string it along with the fans of Breaking Bad. Or as he would say, "This is my greatest work." You ever heard his voice? He's funny.
This is my greatest work, and when you unbox the Breaking Bad, you get a lot of Breaking Bad.
I'm sorry. Okay, but yeah, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't.
It just wasn't good.
It wasn't really anything.
I'm amazed you actually watch it. I thought you were kind of behind on shows this semester.
No, I just don't care about Game of Thrones anymore. I feel like this semester. What do you mean?
We're both gainfully employed. You see,
this fiscal semester.
when I was a younger man, I'm 42 now. I had a very semestral mindset going through my head. I was in school for so long, chasing a bullshit degree, trying to get that doctorate, draining my parents' money, bankrupt them. They're on the streets, crack cocaine in their vein, and
they're kicking it with Rackham.
I got no degrees under me, but so basically, I got a semester mindset. I started thinking of life by semesters. No summer semesters, like I kind of took some. Okay, we're rambling. We're taking this back. I'm grabbing you by the balls, taking you back, straightening you out, sitting you up in your chair. You're straight. You're ready. Let's get on track.
Mom and Dad are gonna have a talk.
You're gonna have a fucking talk about that car. You dumb bitch.
Oh.
You fucked up, spending all that money on Pogs. Rest in peace. I'm a 90s kid. Okay. Well, anyway.
Did you play the Pogs Racer game on Wii?
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, it does.
That's fantastic.
It was on a list of IGN's lowest rated games of all time. It got like a 1.8.
Was S-Man 64 up there?
No, it's not.
Superboy. That's
Superboy.
I guess they you established for so long that that's a bad game that they were like, we're gonna do something different. And they don't
Why
put
even
that on
review
there.
it?
I know, it's just like people have bitched about this game for so long. And what's that game? Oh, yeah, the E.T. game where they buried like 1,000 copies in New Mexico or something.
I think they did more than that.
And oh man, that's just.
They actually had an excavation site recently on it. They found them. Why? I don't know.
We found him.
We found E.T.
Hashtag we found him. E.T. Taking it back.
Hashtag bury E.T. Let's get that trending.
Hashtag bury me and my life sucks. I think we got a little news we're gonna get into.
Okay. Let's get into it. Let's dive right into this meat.
So I'm a big Fox News fan, and I think everything that they report is really spot on. General skepticism towards we're not getting into politics. Anyway, I saw a news report on Fox News. Real funny joke there. We got some news. Okay, so we ate at a barbecue joint tonight. We didn't eat barbecue.
None of us got barbecue.
We and that's why we didn't like it. They might have had the best BBQ King barbecue.
BB King.
By the way,
rest in peace.
I liked him.
I do too.
Boy, boy, I'm tired.
Man, I'm tired.
Man, rest in peace, Dan Reichert and his dad. They both went out in a blaze of glory, shooting.
Get back on topic. This is getting.
I'll cut that. I'll cut myself.
No, cut it.
So I saw this new. Would you eat at a? Okay, this is the best way to set it up. There was a barbecue restaurant. Who he's Hispanic. His business is kind of struggling. He says to himself, we got a month for African Americans. Whole month of appreciation.
February, if I remember correctly.
The most swag-worthy month.
Oh, God, why?
I'm a swag man. Funny stuff. Talking about swag. Mentioning it. Swag. This owner in Colorado put together White Appreciation Day.
Okay. In the middle of February?
No,
That's sacred.
no, in like May. No, that would be a nightmare. And his reasoning, well, how about we just give you a little clip, just a little clip. We can let
Clip
this
it.
go.
Barbecue is owned by
This story is already funny.
It is. It's owned by a Mexican gentleman by the name of Edgar Antillon. And he wanted to celebrate white people. So he is having something known as White Appreciation Day. What does that entail? The restaurant would observe a White Appreciation Day on June 11th and offer Caucasian customers a 10% discount.
Ooh.
Now, people were not happy about this. In fact, people were so outraged that they actually started sending bomb threats to the restaurant, which is in Colorado. And he is not deterred
Weeders.
by those bomb threats. In fact, he says the following. We have a whole month for Black History Month. We have a whole month for Hispanic Heritage Month. So we thought the least we could do was offer one day to appreciate white Americans. Now, he's doing this to make a point about something. He says the main purpose of this was to eliminate the need for Black History Month and Hispanic Heritage Month. Jank, what do you say?
Okay, first of all,
Jank.
I refuse to go to a restaurant
what that
called
is.
Rubbin' Butts.
That was the point I didn't want to mention.
Won't do it. Can't
With a Z, rubbing
Okay,
butts.
I don't know why they name a restaurant that. It's if you go to there, it's a
If you
lot
go
of
to there.
Rubbin' Butts, and then they give you a sandwich.
It might be really
We got a
good.
joker here.
Depending on
You
your
gotta be
proclivities, I
open-minded.
suppose. Okay, so I'm fundamentally opposed to the guy from the beginning. Anyway,
I agree.
no, I'm actually torn on this, and I
Okay,
want to have.
we don't give a shit about your back and forth and discussion. You're really here to listen to ours. I'll throw you the plate. Dip something up.
As the great Bill Cosby once said, a man, amongst boys,
Amongst gods.
a king amongst queens. Kevin James.
Rest in peace, Zookeeper, too.
On a serious note, Bill Cosby once said the best way to stop, this is paraphrasing, to stop racism is to stop talking about it. So, stop making a big deal out of it.
That's a pretty good point, actually.
So, well, it's for the guy that's doing the barbecue thing, just why do that?
I think all of this
It's-
is just like a media kind of
Yeah,
backlash grab
it's
to
not an
popularize
issue.
his restaurant.
It's not an issue.
I think this is completely disingenuous or whatever. It's like he's just trying to get attention. And when you're trying to do something that it's like, I think in his mind he said, I need something to popularize my restaurant.
And Rubbin' Butts didn't do it.
I know.
That's a problem.
I'm going to use this as a guise, and later re-explain myself by saying, "No, I'm really trying to say something. I'm really trying to, just create. We don't need any reference to races. Races. We're all just people." No. I think at the core of this, he just wanted attention,
Probably right.
and that's
he got it.
that's being a whore.
He got it.
You're a whore.
Yeah, but he's a businessman.
But how about we listen to a little bit of what he has to say about it? This is Edgar Antillon, owner of Rubbin' Butts.
Antillon, didn't they say that?
I'm not very cultured.
All right.
White Appreciation Day. Edgar Antillon. Edgar, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So first, tell
Sounds
me,
very,
how did this
no.
idea for White Appreciation Day come about?
Well, it started off as a joke, realistically.
Yeah, right.
Something that we were talking about Black History Month and how we, as Mexicans, we have Hispanic Heritage Month. And then we started going through everything, and we figured, hey, white people don't have a day where we can just simply say, hey, let's appreciate the white community as well.
Well, there are lots of people who are critical of White Appreciation Day, and the argument for those months historically have been that these groups, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, women as well.
I don't give a shit. It is what it is. Shit equals shit. Weigh in.
I don't really know what to make of it. Honestly, it's just kind of.
It's just
Yeah.
it's
really, you know what it sounds like? A slow news day.
yes, sir.
That's all that is.
Where-
And what program was that on?
The first was on the Young Turks, which is a YouTube.
Oh, I thought this was Fox.
This was CNN. No, I heard about it on Fox first, but Fox is a little touchy about their stuff being uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to. I don't know.
Man,
Phone news.
Fox and Friends,
Oh my god.
2.3 on IMDb.
You. Oh my god.
Did you know that?
Why would a news program be rated like at all?
Because it's garbage.
It's not news. It's just.
It's not. It's
It is-
gossip.
It is something that like soccer moms who are very racist can tune into in the morning,
Oh, it's mindless.
and it is just background noise for old people.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, what a sadness, as the great Rocco Bodie, 15 minutes in to Lamention, would say. Such a sadness.
That's actually a Garrett quote.
I stand corrected.
I'm not gonna go into it.
Garrett, why don't you go by Gary?
What
Okay, moving
else
on.
you got on the plate?
We got a big stinking pile of news because you've been in another department. I've been all by myself. You know, we were janitors or whatever. Now we're media consultants. No, we're media headmasters, and we're teaching you
Oh, it's just Media Master.
media boys.
M squared. Media boys.
Cubed Chris.
Radical J.
Do you know who Ja Rule is?
Yeah, I do.
You know about Ja Rule.
Yeah.
But do you know about the Ja Rule Metallica crossover?
No.
Weigh in on the subject as I prepare something.
I
for you.
only know the name Ja Rule. What is he?
He's a rapper.
Jesus.
This is a song called "We Did It Again." Metallica featuring Ja Rule.
Metallica's just funny to me.
Let me give you a rehash of that. It's Metallica.
What a mess.
This was in a.
That's like a spaghetti
Yeah, we did it.
equivalent of offbeat.
This was in a straight-to-video motion picture called Biker Boys with a Z.
Oh, I love
This-
the trend of Z's.
This
today.
is stranger
Z's
than
is
fiction.
the funniest letter.
ZZ Top is my favorite band. LaGrange.
Zoo.
Lots of pretty women there. Now, Ja Rule is an entrepreneur, philanthropist, artist, changing the face of music. And basically, he got a great idea pretty recently that he's going to create a credit card for the millennials.
Oh, didn't the Kardashians do that?
I don't know. Maybe he
But
jumped
they,
on the
it like
trend.
backfired really badly because they had like hidden fees and
As it
all
fucking
types
should.
of madness.
The Kim K vengeance fee. You didn't you didn't swipe your card 10 times a month. You're gonna get something as big as her ego. Anyway, here's Ja Rule on his credit card for millennials.
Living it up, selling more than 30 million albums.
Funny enough, on Fox News.
I can't believe it.
The rapper lending his creative mind to an elite credit card for millennials. The man himself joins me now, along with Billy McFarland, the founder and CEO of
Let me pause it there just for a second. I would like to point out that what Ja Rule tries to say, Ja Rule does not wear glasses. But when he came on Fox News, he was wearing glasses, and he has the creator or whatever guy who actually makes all of this, takes the idea from Ja Rule and makes it happen. This white guy, he has the douchiest, most ridiculous voice I have ever heard. You will easily be able to distinguish. Here we go again.
Nieces. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Ja Rule, so many celebrities become brand ambassadors for something or other. Why'd you choose this?
It's a very
Sounds like
unique
DMX.
situation. Whenever you can marry the affluent with the less fortunate, you get the birth child,
Hey, wait.
which is called
Whoa.
hip hop.
What?
It's called a credit card. It's the name of the episode.
It's
called hip hop.
Together, you get something very special.
Where's the affluent? Where's the less fortunate in this? Because this is. Go ahead.
Hip hop.
Okay.
It brands things in a different way because we speak to the less fortunate. We are the voices of the have-nots, but we are also those voices that came from something very dark and something very, minuscule and minute, being the ghettos of America, and we're able to make something positive out of that.
Okay.
And that's what really
He is not saying
There you
anything.
go.
He's not.
Really, this is not a traditional credit card because a lot of people have gotten in trouble with credit cards, whether it's Kim Kardashian,
Yeah.
the credit cards
I
that
know
have
it.
usury rates, and it's really come back
Keeps a good eye on
to
you,
bite them in the where. So
Oh.
with this one though, it's basically you take a regular credit card and load it into this black card.
Correct.
Which you pay a yearly fee for, and it gives you privileges.
So I think the most important thing to look at is you take someone my age, mid-20s in New York City, probably the only thing
New
on
York
us that we
City?
carry
How
around
fortunate.
that isn't relevant and doesn't reflect who we are is our debit or credit card. We're stuck to these big, colorful, big banks who don't really offer us benefits that we can use on a daily basis. So the whole concept of my thesis is to create a community of all the card holders from all walks of life and all industries, bring them together, and then create all these great experiences they can do every single day in their city.
You load your credit card into this little black card. It looks
Yes.
like a black card when you're handing it out. What are the benefits? What do you get for that? Because you pay it's $250 a year,
It's
right?
$250 a year.
And what do you get?
Whoa.
So one is community. So we take everybody
Community?
on the card and bring them
What, do they have a
together,
forum?
create a lot of
Listen.
great networking opportunities. And second is we're partners with local merchants. So fashion stores, restaurants, gyms, etc.
Fashion stores,
We have an event every
restaurants.
single day with a different merchant and gives brands a really unique way to connect with and deliver value to all these members.
Let me ask something about current events, other stuff.
This
going on.
guy is such a fucking douche. Oh my fucking god. Oh.
What do you think about
Please
this
talk
one?
again.
I think it's
Oh no, not Ja Rule.
Man, his voice is deep and savory,
I
though.
don't, it's not
Ah.
just Baltimore. I think this is
It's not just
going on
Baltimore.
throughout the country, and
The Wire.
with
Yes.
what's going on in our urban
Hold on.
communities with the
Okay, I can't take anymore. I just like it's gonna be really good for millennials, and I think it's gonna really improve our economy and how we do things. And I'm a slick-headed douche, and fuck me, and get the fuck out of here.
Well, if you're like me and you're 25 and you're living in New York City, like, God, why?
What is that? You fuckwad! Why are you on Fox News doing this?
It's almost like they brought him on there to make fun of them and laugh at them.
It's so hot in here.
Hey, what do you get when you mix Victorian architecture and Monster Energy? Hip hop.
We're killing it. Yeah, that wasn't even news really, but Ja Rule's got a credit card. What color do you think it is?
Black. That's a
You
yes.
should talk to that guy from Rubbing Butts about
White cards.
Never mind. Thank you for filling in my blanks. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, now we've got something that doesn't. I don't think this has a clip. I really don't. Snoop Dogg.
Why is he in the news? Why is he in the news still?
Snoopy Poopy Poop Dog.
Oh, Snoopy Poopy Poop Pimp.
He
Their pants in the air and their hands on the
he
ground.
tells me, this is not from any particular news source. It's from Entertainment Today or whatever, but USA Today.
Oh.
Snoop Dogg donned a British accent recently and an unexpected love for history. A recent interview with the New York Post, where the conversation naturally turned to his Game of Thrones Season 5 mixtape.
I've seen this. He thinks Game of Thrones is actual history,
He-
right? Yeah.
I watch it for historic reasons, says Mr. Dog. To try to understand what this world was based on before I got here. I like to know how we got from here to here and the similarities between then and now. Your slant.
He knows the ending. If he's so caught up on the history,
9/11.
He did it.
Snoop, you heard it here first. Boys, Snoop Dogg did 9/11. Now, that's the news. I
That's
don't know what you
news.
thought, but
Whew.
a few good things. Got some gems, some crystal gem sagas. Now, I'd just like to play a little clip for the audience. No big deal. I like to call this segment Chris Opines. Chris is going to tell you his commentary about a YouTube video on the spot, live, dangerous recording.
I'm gonna do this.
We're getting out of the mic
Going
stand.
mobile.
We're getting a little bumpy. We are taking it to the next level.
All right, here we go.
Chris Opines. I'll see you next time. I'm coming back at you later. This is, I don't know what this is, but enjoy.
Welcome back to more of Ask Alexis. Y'all, this is for the men.
She from here?
And
Probably.
it's late here.
It's
I'm
in
getting ready to
Atlanta.
go to bed.
Sounds like it.
You know, I had just finished taping the
I don't know
show,
if that's
dealing
bad
with
or
should
not.
I stay in a dead end
Not
marriage.
hot.
But I keep getting
Not hot at
some
all.
damn emails
With
from one of my boys. It's like one of my gay friends, one of my male friends, keep
old
on
African-American
emailing me
Kind of does.
on YouTube, and this is an urgent message to y'all.
Okay, we
Men,
don't
he
need
said
your
it's just
fucking,
really off the damn
like,
chain. He want
channel
me
updates.
to
We
say
want
something to y'all. Can you just come a little close? Because I don't want
down
the
to brass
men, I don't want no
tacks.
women to
Let's
hear
see
this. So I'm
is she
sure,
wearing, by
but
the way?
if
This is
the gay men are
Alexis.
saying it, then I'm sure the women probably are
I like
noticing
the
this too. They
description,
just
the
ain't
ugly
telling
truth.
y'all damn man. This boy told me to tell y'all need to wash under y'all damn nuts and all around y'all damn nuts. And okay, camera girl ain't here. I got camera boy here today. So he said his nuts and shit, his ass don't stain. So he just is tripping him out because he ain't never had this problem. But this boy saying to tell y'all, even if you do not get penetrated and have anal sex, then you still have an obligation to
Why
lift
is she
your
posed like
nut
that?
sack up and go all underneath the crack round the back
Why?
of y'all
Did
nuts
she, like-
and all around, and then they said all
standing
around
or
your
sitting?
dick too. They said the
she's
dick be
standing.
stinking.
Really long
So they said
Why?
especially if you got
Poor
that
guy
thin skin
who's
around
filming
y'all dick.
this,
They
like-
said y'all don't be pulling that
he's
dick back
loving
to get
it.
all what them old people call all that crust and that butter
Ooh,
around underneath
the
your
dirt.
skin.
Boy.
So they said that skin have all
Got that
kind of
grunt
grease
in
and
there.
backed up funk and shit caked all around y'all dick.
Cake.
Man, I
Oh,
didn't know y'all men was out here doing
Yeah,
it like
that's the
that. You
calcium
putting y'all
buildup.
ass in somebody's face stinking or going up in somebody's ass stinking like that.
Well, gee, yeah,
That boy
don't
said
put
this
your-
shit got to stop.
pee-pee in
He said
your
y'all
butt
need
if
to
it
wash,
stinks.
okay,
My God.
wash your nuts.
Off limits.
Pull your skin back
Philosophical
around your
words,
dick.
Chris.
Get all that hard caked up crust
Good.
and
Bruh,
dope and shit.
who has that?
All up under your dickhead and around
Someone
that
did.
damn skin, that foreskin. He said pull it, don't
Maybe
halfway.
Ja
He
Rule
said
has
pull it all the way back and scrape that
He
shit
uses his
off.
credit card to
And
scrape
then
it
he
off.
said
When you
when
peel
y'all
off
shit
the,
and wipe y'all ass with that toilet tissue. He
thing
said
that
be
covers up
pieces
the area where you
of
sign,
particles of
there's a bunch
shit
of this
and pieces of
smegma.
tissue and shit be caked around y'all asshole. So maybe y'all need to shave and cut
Still
that
going.
hair around y'all
Yeah, this is
ass.
done.
And don't just depend on that
Lord.
toilet tissue to do.
Don't just depend on that toilet tissue to get your schmegma out of you. I'm sorry, people. We had to get a little lewd, because this is RJ3K, and if you knew where we were, you'd understand
topical.
why we're lewd. We're trapped in an ugly basement. We got cheap recording equipment.
No, I thought we were we're on the 38th floor
Oh, I mean, if I
of the
jump,
basement.
if I jumped from this building,
I'd land underground.
my body would explode in a pile of dirt when I hit the surface.
Okay.
Anyway, you've
gonna
arrived
return.
at a
I'm
new
gonna return.
segment. A new segment that we like to call Todd Glass Dictates.
I remember
You
that.
know, Todd Glass, he's a complicated individual. Todd Glass is a man who is very opinionated, but also very masculine, while also being effeminate in his mind. And so, when his thoughts come out, it's like they're put through a thresher of any normal human being's human mind.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because he's gay or anything.
He's got a lot.
I have 10 gay friends. We go to the club. Sometimes I don't remember what happens when I wake up in the morning in front of a urinal. But anyway, I'm gonna read one of in this segment. Todd Glass Dictates. I read the most profound tweet that he has concocted in recent days, and basically, what I try to accomplish in doing this is bring to the surface the words of a modern prophet someone who understands the people, the common folk. And I'm going to give you his most recent update.
Hit me with it. We need like a little drummer in the background.
From Todd Glass on Twitter at Todd Glass. Does anybody want to sleep over? This could be fun. Thank you.
All right, that's it for that segment. Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh.
Do you know about the Iron Sheik? Tell me everything in your mind.
The only thing that comes to mind is wrestler.
Oh, obviously,
Right,
he is
right,
a wrestling buddy.
Buddy. Of
He's
yours?
a man. No, if I knew him, I'd be happy. If I could call him a buddy, I'd be a happy man. So you've never seen a video featuring the Iron Sheik?
No.
Tonight,
That changes?
it is like Christmas, and Christmas changes. I need you to take your mic, have a seat, because I want you to see this man.
All right.
The Iron Sheik is a complicated individual. His shtick in pro wrestling is that he is the Iranian one, the Sheik from the motherland.
Okay.
And he's had a long and varied career, often been thought of as a terrorist, but he also has a severe crack cocaine issue that has plagued him for decades. And here he is speaking in general about life.
Fast forward 1 year to 1987, WrestleMania 3, the Pontiac Silverdome,
Looks like he's
Pontiac,
about to
Michigan.
jump out of his chair.
Over 93,000 fans. You teamed up with Nikolai Volkov to take on the Killer Bees, and that's where your feud began with Hacksaw Jim Duggan when he interfered.
What a great name.
Jim Duggan.
What was it like to be in that massive crowd?
You asked me excellent question. The great feeling all time I had all my life, Mr. Dan Maloney, it was that night, Pontiac, Michigan, Silverdome.
Correct.
Michigan.
Silverdome, Pontiac,
Yes, sir.
Michigan.
And that was a great honor, great feeling to wrestling next to 93,000 people, no any musician, no any football player, no any sport event in your country sold out, Madison Square Garden. I mean, Pontiac, Michigan,
right.
except wrestling. It was a great feeling, Dan Maloney, try wrestling with Jim Brunzeller and that jabroni, Brian Blair.
Brian Blair, right.
Brian Blair, you are another faggot son of a bitch, no good, low life. So I want to let you know, you are punk, you are fag, you are punk, little gay. Worse
Literally
than Michael
gay.
Jordan, Michael Jackson. It was a great feeling. I have a lot of respect for them.
Michael Jackson.
His partner, Jim Brunzeller from Minnesota, great athlete, great high jumper, but that little punk, Brian Blair, another little fag.
We've
worse
established
than
that he
Michael
doesn't like
Jackson.
homosexuals, all right?
And I didn't like him. I didn't like his attitude. He was a punk. I can break his fucking back. Break his back, make him humble, and then fuck his ass. I didn't do it in the Pontiac, Michigan, because respect my sport and respect Mr. McMahon.
You were a professional.
A professional. Otherwise, was ready to do it to him, all country way, make him humble, suplex him, put him in a camel clutch, break his back, and then fuck his ass, make him humble to hear respect.
Why did it make him humble?
And I didn't do it because for God and Jesus and Mr. McMahon. Brian Blair, you are no good. You are worse than Michael Jackson. I'll never respect you again. And then he was lucky to the big man, American 2x4 hacksaw. You was lucky, punk. I didn't break your back to fuck your ass, make you humble. And he was lucky Hacksaw Jim Duggan come save him, and I didn't break his back. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm a shooter, man. You're a punk. I respect your partner, Timberland Zeller. I never respect the gay. I never respect the fag. You are worse than Hulk Hogan. And you lucky I didn't break your back and had to come save you. And that was a great feeling to wrestling 93,000 people.
Dreadful.
And you was so lucky to the hacksaw come save you before I break your back and I do all country way to make you humble. Besides that, everything was great.
Now that.
Well, he didn't break his back, make him humble, and fuck him in the ass because he's a professional.
I gotta take a step back because that was.
Make him humble.
Oh my God. I just don't. I don't know if I have words for that.
Who was he talking about? Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
Basically.
Okay, 2x4 American.
That was.
He never smacked a gay.
Never respect a gay. This man was at one point considered to be a heavyweight in wrestling. He was incredibly shticky, what he did, but he actually could back it up.
I don't feel like that guy has enough self-awareness to be shticky.
He's had a crack cocaine addiction for 30 years.
That seemed as real as I've ever seen in wrestling. He could articulate his point really well.
I don't know if he could do it well, but he eventually, with enough circular... old country way!
He spent 3.5 minutes talking about something that he could have said in 5 seconds.
I wouldn't call that articulate.
Well...
Oh my fucking God. But yes... This man, I mean, I don't understand how any of this is not more viral. Because...
the Macho Man Randy Savage stuff is all over the place.
Oh, well, yeah, but, I mean, I think this is so much better. I obviously don't follow wrestling, but occasionally something rises up from the surface that is so horrendous.
Swill at the bottom of a barrel that hasn't been cleaned out in years. Just rises to the top, and you get that.
Oh, God. But, yeah. I just thought, Chris had never experienced the great Iron Sheik, flag heralder of Iran, #1 humbler. Make him humble.
I never smacked the gay.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Fuck him in the ass. I hate them.
Well, he said he was going to shoot him at one point.
I don't know if there was any coherency in his mind, and that's coming from someone who's not very coherent in his mind. Okay, everybody, I apologize. We were experiencing some technical difficulties that resulted in the latter half of this recording being a bit flawed. In addition to that, it was extremely late, and I was getting very loopy, and to be quite honest, the content was just not up to par for what we're trying to pitch. So, this is a very short podcast. In the future, they'll all be about an hour long. So, we messed up. But here's some Ja Rule to make you feel better.
Living it up, To everybody that be living it up, we say. To all my ladies that be living it up, Come on, baby, it's a typical everyday one night thing. It's a physical. I'm a love.